Dear students, let us understand balanced and unbalanced forces today. In order to understand balanced and unbalanced forces, we need to know that a force has both magnitude and direction. We need to know both the magnitude of force and the direction in which it acts to completely specify it. When we change either the direction or the magnitude or both of the applied force, its effect changes. Let us understand balanced forces. Balanced forces do not cause a change in the motion of an object. They are equal in size and opposite in direction. In both the two figures are pulling with an equal and opposite force. In the second figure, both the men are locking hands with equal and opposite force, and hence none of them is a winner. So these are examples of balanced forces. In this game of tug of war, the force applied by persons on both the sides is same or equal, and the rope does not move. This is also an example of a balanced force. In this slide, we see various examples of balanced forces. Let me draw your attention towards this figure. It is a toy truck which is being pushed by a force from the left side, and it is also being pushed by the force from the right side. Since both the forces are equal and opposite, the truck stays still. Hence, balanced forces are a pair of forces that are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. Their resultant force is zero. Let us now see some examples of unbalanced forces. This is an object which is being pulled by 20 Newton force towards the west. It is being pulled by 10 Newton force towards east. Now, this object is going to move left, that is in the direction of higher force. And this is an example of an unbalanced force. In the second figure, the second horse is stronger than the first horse, so the direction of movement is in the right side. In the third figure, we see cars moving on this track. These cars are moving on this track and are changing direction because of an unbalanced force acting on them. Here, the students are exerting force on the person standing in between, and the student exerting the strongest force will determine the direction of movement. So, children, unbalanced forces are unequal forces acting on a given object. Their resultant force is non zero, and it is an unbalanced force that causes a change in the state of motion of an object. Let us see few differences between balanced and unbalanced forces. In case of a balanced force, equal forces act on the body in opposite direction. In unbalanced forces, unequal forces act on the body in the opposite direction. Net force is zero in case of a balanced force. Net force is non-zero in case of unbalanced force. In case of balanced force, the body will be at rest. In case of unbalanced force, the body will move. Example of a balanced force is of a book kept on the table. The action force is weight of the book, gives out gravity, cancels out with the reaction force of the table. Example of unbalanced force is when the book that is kept on the table is pushed to the left side. The forces get unbalanced when the book is given a push to the left side. Here, there is no force to cancel out in the right direction and hence it moves. Let us explore balanced and unbalanced forces further. See, the effect of all the forces on the object